You might think you know Hawkeye, but here are 12 facts you might not have known about Marvel's Ace Archer. The original Hawkeye, Clint Barton, first appeared in 1964's Tales of Suspense number 57, in a story by Stan Lee and Don Heck. His first self-titled series debuted in September 1983, and he also headlined the book Solo Avengers, aka Avengers Spotlight, starting in 1987. Clint Barton is originally from the city of Waverly, Iowa. This is appropriate, of course, because Iowa's nickname is the Hawkeye State. After being orphaned as a child, he ran away to join the circus with his brother Barney, where he was trained in weapons and marksmanship by the villainous swordsman and trick shot. As a result, Hawkeye is a villain in his first several appearances, battling Iron Man together with the also originally villainous Black Widow. He would, however, go on to join the Avengers in 1965's Avengers number 16, as a member of Cap's kooky quartet, alongside fellow former villains Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. For some time, Clint Barton abandoned the Hawkeye identity, leaving behind his bow and arrows in exchange for some pin particles and a midriff-exposing costume under the mantle of Goliath, starting in 1969's Avengers number 63, and lasting until he resumes his Hawkeye identity in 1973's Avengers number 109. Wyatt McDonald, a member of the Alternate Earth Super Team and Justice League analog the Squadron Supreme, was also originally named Hawkeye until meeting our Hawkeye and taking up the name Golden Archer. Get it? McDonald? Golden Archer? Clint Barton also once disguised himself as the Golden Archer to test his friend Captain America. In Hawkeye's first solo miniseries, he became partially deaf because of one of his own sonic arrows and wore a hearing aid for some time. His hearing was later healed when Franklin Richards rebuilt the universe after the events of Heroes Reborn, but he later lost hearing again after being stabbed in the ear by a clown. Hawkeye died for a little while after his backpack exploded and he flew into an imaginary spaceship. When he came back to life for equally stupid reasons, he found out that someone else was using the name Hawkeye. More on that in a minute. And so he took up the name and costume of Ronin, which had been previously used by former Daredevil villain Echo. Clint Barton is most famous for his romance and off-and-on marriage with Mockingbird, but he has also been romantically linked to, among others, Black Widow, Moonstone, the Wasp, Spider-Woman, and Echo, and had a long-standing unrequited love for the Scarlet Witch. Hawkeye is, of course, best known for being one of the primary members of the Avengers, including its new, secret, West Coast, Academy, Great Lake, and Idea Mechanics incarnations, but he has also been a member of the Thunderbolts, the Defenders, and Silver Sable's Wild Pack. Clint Barton is not the only Hawkeye, however. He's not even the only current Hawkeye. Kate Bishop first appeared in 2005's Young Avengers number 1 and earned the codename Hawkeye after standing up to Captain America like Clint would have. The two eventually became crime-fighting partners, both using the name Hawkeye because why not? Currently, the two have split up, with Kate having gone to Los Angeles to be a private investigator, while Clint is traveling the country with his new partner, native hero Red Wolf, and together the two are fighting to defend the underprivileged. Alright, one more Hawkeye. Following the events of the Secret Skrull invasion, which left Norman Osborn in charge of US security, Osborn formed his own Dark Avengers, with villains in the roles of the traditional Avengers. The role of Hawkeye was filled by psychopathic Daredevil villain Bullseye. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Comics. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more comics facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more comics awesomeness.